Hi, my name is Michelle JANSEN, and I'm the owner and director of the Brandon JANSEN Foundation. So my son, Brandon JANSEN, right here, passed away March 7th of 2016. And he passed away in probably his 13th residential treatment center for drug addiction. Exactly 5 months to the day, my younger son's girlfriend at the time, 16 years old, passed away in a Port Moody Starbucks bathroom from a fentanyl overdose. That's when I made a direct decision with myself that I was not going to remain silent. So I hit the news waves. I was on CTV, CBC, Global News, I was on the Globe and Mail, Vancouver Sun, Province, you name it, on the radio. I hit hard and I hit fast because I wanted to show other families that this is happening all around us and it can happen to anyone. But I created the foundation so that there was a voice to this national epidemic that is taking lives every single day, and to be able to raise funds and that general awareness and resources to help families and those addicted to get better. So the Brandon JANSEN Foundation has decided to align with Together We Can. We have the same vision. We want to be proactive and we want to save lives. And so my foundation is going to have our annual galas, our annual fundraisers, accept donations, and those donations will directly go to funding treatment beds to get people better so that we can start decreasing this death toll.
Hi, my name is Stacey Wilson. I'm Executive Director of Together We Can. It's the largest residential treatment center in Canada.
Hi, my name is Steve Bull, and I'm the Manager of Intake Services at Together We Can, a residential treatment program for men.
Well, working at Together We Can, we have 350 clients under our care at any given time. Currently, on average, every 2 hours, someone is passing away from an overdose in Canada. Addiction doesn't discriminate. So right now, most of the people that are overdosing are doing it alone in quiet suburban neighborhoods. So the common misperception of what drug addiction looks like is literally killing people. So we had the pleasure of dealing with Michelle. Interestingly enough, over the last number of years, she's become a very close friend. And more or less, we've decided to unite and try to create solutions for people to get into treatment. Because despite our best efforts and all the resources that we have, we currently have a waiting list of over 80 gentlemen trying to get into treatment. Now, there isn't any given week, unfortunately, right now, that we probably have 4 to 6 people that actually pass away on our waiting list. That in itself is a tragedy.
I'm a man in recovery myself. I'm a recovered alcoholic and a recovered addict. Addiction hit me extremely hard. It wasn't the way it was supposed to be for a person like me. I was a hockey player, played in the Western Hockey, had a child, then in child, got married, had kids, had a home that was paid for. But unfortunately, I was struggling with alcoholism and drug addiction. And it's a progressive illness that got worse and worse and worse. By the time I was in my 40s, I was homeless and I was a product of treatment centers myself. I ended up going to Together We Can as a client. I had ever had no vision or desire to ever work in a treatment center. Stacey gave me an opportunity and I started working there in a minor role. And I came in touch with Brendan and we hit it off immediately. I wouldn't recommend that you become too close to a client. I became very close to him. We shared a common bond, and I got to know his mom, and we would stop in and visit, and the relationship grew. But I also seen him relapse, and it broke my heart. It really did. And the pain that I seen him go through, the pain I seen his mother go through. We envision and brainstorm together on different ways of helping other people that are struggling from this illness. Because we can do it if we all work together.
We are an example of the type of people out there who understand the disease and understand what it's going to take to get you better. There's no shame in wanting to get better from a disease that really takes over your life. You've got to put your hand up. That sets an example for other people, you know, much like Cassidy.
Hi, my name is Cassidy, and I suffer from alcoholism. I'm an addict. I've been to treatment multiple times. The first time that I ever went to treatment, I just thought removing myself from the negative people, but most of all, removing myself from the substances, I would just get better. And I remember going to all these doctors and trying to get on these different medications, not realizing that it was alcoholism that was affecting me. So after 4 months of being in that treatment center, within a week of leaving, I had tried to kill myself. I came to about 3 days later, kicked out of where I was living. I continued to use, and then I ended up going to treatment for the second time, and I ended up staying around for, I think it was like 326 days I was in treatment for. At about 1.5 years clean and sober, I met a girl. She was a month clean, and it was good for a while. It really was. Like, I actually fell in love, and I'd never been in love before. But, you know, addiction really, it ruined everything that we ever had a chance of having. But I ended up staying with her in an extremely codependent relationship for 3.5 years, where the end of it, we were actually homeless, living in a tent for 3 months, and which is when I had called TWC. I called every day for about a month and a half, and I finally got in. And after going to treatment prior, I did all that I could being there and then some to make sure that, you know, I wouldn't relapse again. It's really hard staying somewhere that you don't want to be when you're incredibly sick. But all these people, they continue to message me, they continue to call me and tell me like, hey man, like, we want you back, we miss you. So it's hard to not feel good about yourself when you have so many people that are, you know, showing you love and support, and like they light up when they see you, you know, and I want to feel that way when I see other people too, you know, and then I'm starting to now. If you want help, you know, it's got to come to a point where you're sick of doing what you're doing. When you ask for help, you know, you're showing strength. You're letting somebody into your problems, and you're actually accepting help. I mean, it's one thing to ask for help, and it's another thing to accept the help. So ask for help before it's too late. It's a really powerful thing, you know, to have help and to have people that want to help you that don't even know you.
We endeavor to help eradicate stigma.